In this video, I'm going to be going over some of my biggest trading flaws and why I still haven't received a payout in over a year. So I started this trading journey last year around April, May-ish, 2024, and today is July 11th, 2025. Still have not received a payout, and this is due to my lack of self-discipline and my lack of following my own rules. So in these next few videos, I'm going to be sort of explaining some of my issues, to set the rules, set the boundaries for some of my mistakes I've been making, why I'm doing this, sort of just getting this out there for anyone who's listening to this starting trading. Going to put some things out there for people who might be having these mistakes, how you can fix it early on. And yeah, just wanted to start off the video with Bitcoin about to hit 120,000. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, some of my trading mistakes are not being disciplined enough with myself, even though I know what needs to be done. I think one of the problems is I'm chasing money rather than following a strategy. I tend to over leverage when I know I shouldn't, and sticking to the strategy I know that works, and I tend to jump around a lot. What do I mean by jump around a lot? Well, if I look at NQ, right? NQ on the 5 or 15 minute. Let's put myself over here. This is what I would normally trade. I would normally trade a 5-minute gap. This should be right here. I would normally trade a 5-minute gap. You can see here's one to the upside, and here's one to the downside. I would trade these fair value gaps, waiting for a break above with momentum and a break below with momentum. I'm pretty sure I had that one there as a 15-minute gap because this 5-minute gap was being lame. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, I trade those. It's a fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, break, inverse market structure shift. But what I find myself doing is, you can see this big thing right here, no trades after 9. I tend to disrespect that, and I tend to trade after 9. So if I jump over here to my Apex, these are all of the evals I've blown. You can see here July 11th, July 10th, July 6th, 1st, 1st. So this is 5 already this month. Pretty annoying. It is what it is. So July 11th today, and this one, July 10th, I blew both of those today. And that was because I was trading right in this chop. And what's more annoying is I was trading, I think, right in here. I didn't take anything before 9. Maybe I took one trade. I took one trade at like 7:30 or 8 a.m. I should have stopped. I didn't. Got greedy. took another trade that blew that account because I was over leveraged with no take profit and no stop loss. So it blew that account. And then you saw I bought another account. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I just wanted to pass the evaluation really quickly. So I put in with 4 minis, 40 micros, full ported it with no take profit and no stop loss. And yeah, I went on tilt and watched it just delete itself. Don't do that, obviously, because you need to have a take profit and stop loss. And even with that account, I went into Tradovate and I set daily and weekly risk like amounts. Those got hit, and I even went in and undid those. Why did I do that? I don't know. These are some of my flaws when it comes to trading that I need to fix. So, yeah, going back to NQ today, we can see that there's a high right here and a low right here. 2 internal lows right here. We got the London and the New York. I'm pretty sure that's what they are, Asian, London, New York. And this is at 620. So why am I even trying to trade this middle area? I don't even know. No idea. Wouldn't even make sense to trade this chop. Am I trying to like time the bottom to catch this like small fair value gap retracement, push up into this? Am I trying to get break off of this on like a 1 minute down? I have no idea because I'm not even supposed to be trading the 1 minute. There's too much noise. It's not even worth it. It's disrespecting my strategy. Like, what am I doing? Am I trying to like draw a trend line or some shit? I don't know. Because even if I do this, like, I don't know. I don't know. At this point, it's very frustrating. But back to it. You can see some of my rules on the screen are no trades after 9 a.m. This is a good one right here. Let me just delete this real quick. $300 a day equals $1,500 a week. That's just a rough average. It could be $150, $500. It's just $300 a day is $1,500 a week, which is $6,000 a month. That's put there just as a little reminder that I don't need to overdo it. Just take any sort of win and walk away. Stay disciplined, be patient, and follow your rules. Be patient, wait for your setup to happen. Follow the rules, which I should do. Again, it's very frustrating. And 1 trade a day, win or loss, walk away. That should be an automatic rule. I don't even have to write it down. This should be automatic. 1 trade a day, as in you know your daily risk. We'll say it's on a 50K eval, fresh out of the gates. You could do like $200 to $250 because it's an eval. I mean, I guess if you're really trying to risk the bisque on a fresh eval, you could do more. But if you want to just be consistent, I wouldn't do more than $200, $250 a day. Long-term outlook, don't need all the money today. So even if you lose, that's fine. It's a long-term outlook. So even if you did $250 a day, losing every day, that's 10 days. That's 255, 10, 20. You know the math. So yeah, and again, that $250 would have to align with your stop loss and take profit. So with this, we usually do a 35-point stop loss and take profit. So let's just do this. So if it was like this, 32, and then I don't even know. I'm just going to click on this real quick so here's something to work with. So it would be something like, yeah, I would do, yeah, 4 units, so something like that. You get the point. But yeah, I got this whole notebook right here, so I'm gonna flip to the front and see where I need to fix. And again, if anyone's watching this, I appreciate it. You can learn a lot from this. But yeah. So some of the biggest rules that I write down, this is a checklist for success right there. It says right here, number 1, have a clean chart every morning. Erase everything, start fresh. You don't want to have anything from the previous days. Otherwise, it's going to be too confusing and you're not going to set yourself up for success. Only trading MNQ, because if you're trading NQ, you can't size down. You have to trade minis. But if you're trading the micro NASDAQ, you can kind of size whatever you want. Know your daily risk. Divide that risk by 2 to give yourself a maximum of 2 trades before walking away. I might not do that. I might just give myself 1 chance to be more disciplined on myself in my trading. So know your risk and have 1 shot at it, walk away. Know when to stop trading and wait until tomorrow. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. And again, that is right here with no trades after 9 a.m. So yeah. Remember, it's not a race, so don't feel forced to make all the money today. It's okay to have a losing day. Don't feel bad for taking a loss. Sometimes the market just doesn't work out in your favor. As long as you follow your strategy, you're patient, and you wait for some volume to kick in after your setup is telling you to get in, then that you've done what needs to be done. Stick to your risk restrictions within Tradabate. It's the best way to grow your discipline, patience, and focus. Yeah. Don't undo the risk restrictions. They're there for a reason. You're going to blow your account if you do that otherwise. So just accept a loss, accept a win, move on after 1 trade, and going back to right here, stay disciplined, be patient, follow your rules, and just, yeah, you know what to do. Profitability takes place when you focus on the strategy and not the money. So focus on your strategy, be patient, wait for it to play out. Do not go into the 1 minute trying to scalp all of this BS. Because if you do, then you're probably going to have a lack of patience, a lack of discipline. You're going to disobey your rules. You're going to market order without take profit and stop loss. Probably going to lose money, and it's not going to end well. So stick to the 5 minutes, stick to the 15-minute, use the 1 hour and 4 hour to mark zones, and have a long-term vision on it. If you get $100 to $400 a day, $200 a day, that's $1,000 a week. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's $4,000 a month. You can get a payout. You can move on, and in a couple years, you know, that's some bread right there. Don't overdo it, man. You're good. Okay, remember to never. This is the next page. Remember to never. Don't trade minis. Don't risk more than you're willing to lose. Don't trade after 9 a.m. Trade more after you're in profits. Don't be greedy when you're already in profits. Don't take trades out of hope. Don't over risk, hoping to make your lost money back. Never undo the risk restrictions you have set for yourself. Never immediately take a trade right after a win or a loss. Don't do that. You don't need to take a trade every day. Don't do that. If it's getting to like 8:30, 8:45, just walk away, because it's getting to be 9 o'clock, and that's lunch hour for East Coast, and that's kind of when the market tends to slow down. So we're going to look at the 5 minute real quick on let's just go over to this day. Okay, we got 9 a.m., 9:15. Gets kind of choppy. Sure, it went up, but it's kind of choppy. Right here, this is it. I don't even know what's happening right here. This is so choppy. Let's go to this day. What day is this? This is Monday. Okay, Monday, 9 a.m. right here. So ideally, I like to trade between 5:15, between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. That's like, so right here. Yeah, 5:20 and right here, 9. That is ideal. Why do I like to do that? Well, I'll show you. I'll mark this out real quick. Okay. I will show you why. So, 5 a.m., what is it right here? 4:55. I'll mark the 5:15 candle, kind of like so, with the 5:15 minute. Boom, I don't want this to mark. Boom. Okay, we do that, and then we're going to mark the previous high and all of these lows down here. Boom. Boom. Okay, chilling. I wonder if I can go to the replay. Replay. Let's go right. Oh, I didn't click. Replay, right. Boom, right there. Shut the. Whatever. I deleted my premium trading view because I wanted to save some money, and that is just annoying right there. So I'm going to have to get that back. Anyways, so I mark out the 15-minute 5 a.m. open because that gives me a sense of what's happening. And then what happens is the market tends to take out liquidity and then break down. What do I mean by that? Well, this 15-minute candle is the opener because it's 5 a.m. here, but it's 8 a.m., so it's like the pre-market opener. And so once the market breaks out of one of these directions, that's typically which direction the market will go. And so for this day, it is at, it's going to break down on the low. And one of these strategies using this 5 a.m. is a break and retest. So it would look something like, can I move this over here? It would look something like this. So break below, retest, and it would look something like this. Okay, it's going to retest right here, and you're going to put your stop at the top. Is that 30 points? I'm guessing that's going to be 30 points. Whoa. 25. All right, well, if it's 25, I'm going to do 30 at the top. Yeah, I'm going to do 33, and then I'm going to target these lows. I'm going to target this low right here. Where's that? Oh, everything is hiding. So I'll do right there for 81 points. You can see it eventually hit without taking me out, so I would do something like that, break and retest at the 5 a.m. open. And that would have hit at, what is it, like 8, and then 9:25. So, yeah. And then, just to get a feel for things, 266, so we would do like 4 or whatever. So, 266 for 650. It's like a 1 to 3. 1 to, what is it? Where is it? I don't even know. Don't matter. And then yeah, So some of the other things I need to go over are getting up a little bit earlier, asking myself if I feel confident, do I feel awake, do I feel ready, knowing that I'm profitable, a little bit of self-affirmations, envisioning like self-approval, remembering that the small wins add up, just all the stuff that I've already said. It's just manifesting the self-discipline and acting on it. Like I showed you a little bit earlier, all of these evals add up to about $1,500, which it could be a lot more at this point, but it's a little frustrating when you, right here, buy an eval, you buy a PA, and then you blow it. Even when you were payout ready, and you still manage to blow the account, that's a little annoying. But yeah, one last thing is this one. It is, how badly do you want it? Well, let's see what I wrote down here. Do not focus on the money, focus on following your strategy by implementing all the rules. Do not over-risk, maintain consistency, don't trade with emotions, and play the long game. Only one trade a day, win or loss, and you're done. Walk away. No trades after 9 a.m. Ask yourself, are you ready to take this seriously and stop blowing accounts? Are you ready to focus up, to follow the strategy, and not worry about the money you make? You have to not care about the money and focus on following the strategy. So I think one of my biggest problems is I will FOMO into trades that I've made up in my head after looking at the chart, and I think, yeah, take that trade. I think it's going to work out. Take it. And then I'll enter in with a higher amount of contracts than I will want to enter in, because I will think of the dollar cost that I could potentially be making. So I'll over leverage, over risk, trade goes wrong, I lose more than I want to lose, and then it's so frustrating. And then what happens is I revenge trade, trying to make that money back by oversizing even more, entering in on a trade by market entering without a take profit or stop loss. That trade ends up eating my ass by stopping me out. Well, it wouldn't even stop me out. It would just take my position into the red, into the deep end, and that's been a constant cycle. I think that's been the constant cycle. So I think what needs to happen is I need to risk no more than 7 contracts a day, micros. 7 contracts a day with the 1 trade a day. Win or lose, I'm done. Have my risk settings in Tradovate of a daily loss of $250 or whatever, weekly loss of $800, and yeah, just follow my rules. That's really what needs to happen. Is I need to follow my rules. I need to stay disciplined. I need to want it. Is what needs to happen. I really need to want it, because I'm going to be almost 30, and in order for this to work, I really need to just buckle up and follow the rules. That is the main thing. And again, if anyone is watching this, if anyone is out there that have stuck through this entire thing, I know it's probably almost been like 20 minutes now. Good for you for listening to my rant, to my problems, my issues, and maybe you have these too. But just know to catch it early, listen to yourself, be real with yourself, because this is not easy. It's definitely not easy. The people who do it online and show their wins and they probably don't even show their losses, just know that it's not easy. It's a mental battle between you and yourself. No one out there can help you. You could talk it over with other people, but the true battle is between you and yourself. Who can be the most help with your own emotions and how you can react to something that you've done to yourself? Well, it's going to be you, because you are your own boss. You have decided to make all these decisions. So who's going to get you out of these actions that you've taken on yourself? Well, it's going to be you. And why is that? Because in day trading, in becoming a successful entrepreneur in a job where you work for yourself, you are your own boss. You make your own rules, and in order to make your own rules and know what's right and wrong, you have to know what's right and wrong. And in order to know what's right and wrong, it takes practice, it takes time. So I think I've expressed what's right and what's wrong here. And the hardest part is going to be changing that, acknowledging that, and feeling a little bit uneasy and uncomfortable by making those changes. But in life, change is good. So that's what I wanted to vent. That's what I got out. And yeah, again, if anyone watched this whole thing, leave a like, leave a comment for what you think. I may or may not be posting next week. I'm going to try to be posting more. I might start up a new Apex challenge sequence again, like I've done previously, if you look at the videos. But yeah, again, thanks to anyone who watched this. Hopefully I can continue this trading journey as a more successful trader, money manager, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.